What's going on YouTube? My name is Leaf. I am here to talk to you about a very emotive and a very serious topic, which is mental illness, more specifically depression. Now you've seen the title, Depression, the world's biggest liar. Now this is a big claim. And later on in the video, I'm going to substantiate this claim. But ultimately, the reason why I'm doing this is to save lives, because depression is nasty. It's a killer. It has no mercy. It will exploit one's vulnerabilities at any opportunity. So we're going to expose it. Yeah, we're going to expose depression for what it really is and what it isn't. However, this isn't the video to go into great detail about what depression is and what it isn't. What I'll be doing in this session and in future sessions, breaking it down bit by bit. I don't want to overload. As someone who is depressed, cognitively, one of the symptoms, again, is them not being able to think, as they would when they're not depressed. So it impacts on their cognition, their ability to think. And we'll talk about all those things. So why is this important to me? Well, I'm a mental health nurse, so I feel a sense of responsibility to be proactive. I currently work for the NHS in a senior position as a matron, so responsible for several wards ranging from intensive care units to acute male and female wards. I've worked in the mental health field for over 19 years, and I've seen a lot. And unfortunately, people who I've developed strong rapports and relationships with have unfortunately lost their lives due to this. Statistically, 1 in 3, some say 1 in 4 people throughout their life will suffer a mental illness, which is serious, it's significant. So you have to take heed, because if it doesn't affect you, it will definitely affect somebody who you care about. So, and because the mental health is a bit of an epidemic at the moment, there's a bed crisis, there's people in vulnerable positions, a danger to themselves or others, with no beds available up and down the country. There's times when there's no bed available throughout the country, but yet still there's many thousands of people who are struggling. So guess what? I thought, let me be proactive and bring it to you guys. I'm just a regular guy. Mental illness is based on relationships. The better you can form a relationship with someone is often the best. It will yield the best outcomes, because that person will open up. They will connect and they will feel comfortable to share some of the most intimate thoughts, particularly with depression, because it's a very private illness. People are inside their own little box. It's idiosyncratic like that, yeah. And it's very difficult to get in, and it's very difficult for them to see out. So they often need a team. So the objective is to reach as many people as possible. Bring the nursing to you guys, yeah. For those people who are hard to engage, or for those people who just don't know what's going on in their lives, what's going on in their head, we're here to join forces and battle this together, because that's what it is. Depression, mental illness, it's a fight. I've spoken to many people over the years, and they describe it as a fight. So them going downstairs even to eat or to attend to their personal hygiene, just getting out of bed, is not like the everyday just getting out of bed. Sometimes that is the biggest challenge of the day for someone who's depressed. So it's very much a battle. So our mindset as practitioners, as individuals, as carers or victims or sufferers of depression, is a mindset of preparing for war. So this is what this is about: exposing depression, nasty, dirty depression, for what it really is, because it exploits vulnerable people. It will exploit anyone's vulnerability. Nobody's safe from it. It will come and get you if it so wills. Yeah. So it's about educating oneself, preventative. There's a preventative element also, not just not just treatment we're going to be focusing on. So over the coming weeks, we're going to be talking to some psychologists and some psychiatrists, because fortunately, on a daily basis, I'm privileged enough to work alongside some of these practitioners who are excellent and leaders in their field. So we're going to, the point is, I'm going to bring this to you. We're going to join forces and we're going to keep fighting. I just need people who are depressed, people suffering from mental illness, to have some hope, because hope is going to be your main artillery. And sometimes you can't find the hope within. So it becomes the responsibility of those around you to hopefully generate hope. I remember speaking to a patient before on the severe, who had gone through depression, the severest ends of depression, obviously detained in hospital. And at that time, they were quite catatonic. So it was a depressive state that was quite catatonic. And that catatonia, you know, is a state where people can't do much. They can't move it. They even struggle to blink. They can stay in one position, be it standing or lying down for hours, days, without doing much. Difficult position. So I remember speaking to this patient. I said, look, as a practitioner, what could I have done to help you in that state? Because I felt powerless. And he says to me, and he's not the first, he says, just give me something that gives me hope. Say things that give me and generate hope. So I've taken that with me. And in part, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this, to hopefully generate some hope. There's another aspect, there's another thing to sort of cling on to, a resource. So we're bringing this to you in your very houses, in your hands, on your computers. There's no escaping. If you want it, hopefully it'll be here. So spread the word, spread the love, like and subscribe and comment. Today, however, we're going to be talking about anhedonia. Anhedonia. This, in fact, is depression's biggest ally. One of the biggest allies. Yeah, that's its partner in crime. These are the symptoms. See, depression is the enemy, the main focus. And under depression, it has many troops, of which are the symptoms. And one of the biggest, boldest, brashest ally of the depression is the symptom of anhedonia. What is it? How does it look? Well, it looks like this. It's the inability to find joy in those things that usually you enjoy. So you may like to watch a certain film. You may like to partake in various activities. You may like to spend time with your kids, with your spouse, with your loved ones. But no. Anhedonia would tell you, no, you don't like that. You know, you could have liked this for 40, 50 years. And then all of a sudden, this cheeky anhedonia comes up and tells you that no, you don't like it. It's a liar. World's biggest liar. In fact, myself, I've loved, you know, I love Caribbean food. I'm a big lad. I love rice and peas and chicken. Chocolate McVitie biscuits, dunking them. Yeah, it's a bad habit, I know. But I love them. And the neurotransmitters and chemical pathways in my brain knows that I love them. You know, so I eat them. Whole surge of dopamine and all various hormones are supplied and makes me feel happy. But if I was depressed, anhedonia would say, Levi, nah, you don't like that. And in fact, the very thought of it, of eating these foods or partaking in various activities, may drive my depression even deeper. Why? Because then people are then often left feeling like, well, I'm ungrateful. It's just me. I'm just not a nice person. My kids, how can I not appreciate it? What my husband or my wife is doing for me, or what, you know, they're doing all these things for me, and I don't appreciate it. I'm just not a nice person. Everyone else is better off without me. So they feel like a burden. They feel like, you know, if I die, everyone else will be better off without me. they feel guilty then. And all these negative thoughts starts to compound their feelings, and then they not only battle with this other symptoms of depression and other areas of their life, they also struggle with the impact that they perceive that they're having on others. And this is the tricks of anhedonia. So, in summary, know thy enemy. This is a war. We prepare our minds. If you're going to support people with this depressive episode, it won't last forever. We need to get them through. However, though, it won't last forever. Their thoughts, their feelings, take it with a pinch of salt. That you may feel neglected if you're a loved one. You may feel disempowered. What can I do? Be persistent. Yeah. Understand. In future sessions, we're going to be looking at the things you can do to equip yourself with your artillery to support and join forces with those people who are suffering with depression. Now, this isn't a one size fits all approach. Definitely not. However, mental illness there's never one way to approach or to treat anyone, because everybody's situation is different. Their symptoms will be different, and it's going to be personal to them. So without understanding their perspective, I would never claim that this is supposed to fix it all. However, there will be some people who feel a sense of empowerment from such content, may give them the incentive to carry on for that bit longer. And for some content similar to this may even save their lives and make them feel like perhaps there's hope, and may give us a chance. Yeah, and see what is it that we have to offer. I can't make any promises. All I can do is try, join forces like everybody else. Yeah, so stay with us. We're going to bring some good content to you, and hopefully you'll benefit. So if you feel like you're up for it and you want to join forces, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Questions, maybe this would form the basis of future videos. But for now, understand the enemy. Anhedonia is the biggest enemy. It's a liar. It will trick you to feel and think thoughts that you don't ordinarily believe, that go against your values and your integrity. It's a liar. Yeah. So those around depression, those suffering with depression, do not believe it. Don't believe what comes out the mouth. Yeah. You know, your husband, your wife may tell you, you know, listen, I don't care. Yeah. You may tell the kids, oh, that you're irritating me. Look, listen, that's not you. Yeah. And we're going to look at ways of how we can address this in future videos. We're just going to keep it nice and short, nice and easy. Hopefully this has helped. If you found it helpful, again, like and subscribe. Share the video. Share the love. So listen, we got your back. Stay with us. We're here to help. And let's do this. Let's do this.